It is 9:55 a.m. I didn't really have that much time to get ready, but I did have a very short trade with SQQQ, which is essentially going short the QQQ. And yeah, sure, it kind of worked out, but I went short because there's some really bad Ukraine news right now. And, I went long SQQQ, which is a short position in theory for that reason. And it didn't really uptrend all that much. So I did buy at 9:30, and that was at 21.88. So that was roughly right here. I was in the position, and it struggled to hold above 22. And when it was looking like it was not able to really continue, I had like a mental idea of a trend line being broken at some point, and I was considering the idea of selling. It just seemed like it wasn't going to continue. Once again, I got out at 9:34, which was actually a few candles earlier, right here at yeah, this 21.99 level. It did get as high as 22.08, but it didn't really uptrend all that much. And I got out of it, and now it's just, doing whatever. It's not really anything that I'm interested in. HOTH is the only stock that I'm looking at right now. And I don't like it because it's had this before. Like you can see right here, it had like a big gap up day. And, it just sold off eventually. So there could be back holders. The only thing that's going in favor with this one is that it has a lot more volume. So maybe it could wipe out the bag holders. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now. There isn't anything else. It's just this and that short trade I had with SQQQ. Okay, it's been some time later, and I want to go over a trade I had with SQQQ, and this one did not work out. I traded a larger position because it turns out that I just didn't have the right amount of size on my first trade because it was just not a lot of shares, and I didn't want to wipe out the liquidity in this account. This is a cash account, so I had the second trade, I think much closer to a $20 risk level on my margin account, and this was a setup. Essentially, if I had to explain it, it was um, it was like a symmetrical triangle breakout. So as you can see, we have like the two lines right here, and it broke past it, right? Well, I didn't want to buy it like right when it was breaking out of this trend line and everything. I wanted it to do like a dip, and then if it can be able to hold the dip, it can then try to really uptrend and play out. Essentially just not be a part of a fake out. So I did end up buying at 10.08, and that was when it was trading very low. The ideal level for it to not have broken under was this 21.85-ish level. I didn't want to really risk this 21.82 level because I felt like if it was just going to break this, it's going to break the pattern of a potential, symmetrical triangle breakout towards the upside after it does it a little, and then it has a dip, and then it actually does it. And I did get out of this one very quickly the next minute once it actually did break under this 21.85 level. And it did try to come back, but this was like a confirmed breakdown at this point, and it sold off even more. So the setup just didn't work out. I was in it for like a minute, and I lost just $1.48, but I'm happy that I actually traded this one much closer to a $20 risk level if I were to have traded this amount of shares on the first setup, which didn't really work all that much. Would have been, I guess, yeah, would have been green on the day just a little, and that would have been fine because it didn't work out. And if it did, I think it could have been pretty profitable. That's pretty much it. Still haven't considered trading this one. It's just trading back and forth. I would be more interested in shorting it than going long, but yeah, not at this point of the day because it could easily try to do like a run towards the end of the day, maybe try to throw off all the short sellers and try to uptrend some more, and then that could be a squeeze. I'm, I'm pretty sure that's all I'm gonna have today in terms of trading. All right, 11:31 p.m. and I'm here to call it off. Overall, I'm gonna be down on the day just 40 pennies. This was my swing trader account with that larger position that was closer to my $20 risk level, and then this one was other one. It balances out to negative 40 pennies. And yeah, I should have traded this on my swing trader account. I just wasn't ready for the setup. Maybe if I got to the market open sooner, I would have been able to have calculated how many shares and felt comfortable trading it. But this would have brought me to a $20 risk level, or maybe 60 shares would have been closer. and I would have been up on the day actually, but yeah. This second setup I liked a lot. It just didn't work out, unfortunately, and I was closer to my $20 risk goal, which was at least a step in the right direction. That was it. I didn't trade anything else for the rest of the day. And yeah, this one just kind of fizzled out. I didn't really do too much. That's all I have for today.